about the concept of streaming. It's eating 20% of my CPU and not currently transmitting any bits. Right, yeah, now that's more like it. So, Mr. Bond, there's a pistol fleet sitting in
Is it currently the year 1202?
It's 1203, it's just...
Did that roll over while you were starting up?
No.
Okay, in that case I should update the title of the previous stream to get the correct end date.
I am...
Because I think I noticed it was nearing the end of 1202, but I was too lazy to actually check the precise date at which the stream finished.
I'm 97.9% threatening. We need to do something about Queen Charlotte of whatnot, probably. Oh no, there's the Earl of Kildare. We worked out that should be fine. And there's some tiny baron somewhere. Let's just check. You're in the defensive pact. Defensive, not in defensive, hang on. King Gazeg the Bewitched of Perm. That is a fantastic name.
Are we broadcast to the world?
Yeah.
Hello world.
Hello state.
I thought I'd check. I'm bellowing hello world for no reason.
Right, well I've got a problem with that one, which is like everyone I've got is gender. Right, so, okay, the only person that's not in the defensive pact against me I have a truce with. Right, let's let some time pass and let some people leave the defensive pact, it turns out.
Your best chance. Oh, right, well.
Well, let's... Oh dear, well, I probably didn't need that county. So, you're the Prince of Paris Vale. Perislav. I do actually have a case of spell against you, but it's for some unlanded woman, right? I don't care. No case of spell eye.
Extremadura would allow you to join up your two things if you could work out how to take some of it.
It's true, if only I had a claim. Oh, I do have... I can claim something on behalf of one. Do I have? That's an important question. No. I'd have to...
I did have a thought. I don't know how this works. So, I think you might be able to build new holdings in place. I mean, you can in general build new holdings.
Yes.
If you build a whole... I presume Middlesex already has all the holdings it can have.
I'm pretty sure, but let's go check. Yep, Middlesex is as tricked out as it can be.
I mean, technically it isn't. I think you could build a fort, but that wouldn't help you.
Yes.
I mean, if you unfold the thing on the right...
Yeah, but those don't give me things to give away, and thus they don't count.
This wouldn't help you, it's merely a thing you could do. So, if you build a holding... If you build a holding in somebody else's county, who owns the holding?
So if, say, I wander off to the Duchy of Strimon...
I mean, I was going to suggest somewhere a bit closer to home, but whatever, yes, it doesn't really matter. And say, let's put up a new bishopric here. Okay, bishopric's a bit irritating. Assuming you can't just build a second castle.
No, I think you have
to build one of each.
I think you're first to build one of each first.
So you might want to find somewhere that has more holding slots.
Yes, I am.
But that looks like you are allowed to. Because if you end up owning it, then for 600 or whatever, it's 700 money and a bit of a weight, you can accumulate yourself landed titles to give away.
Where is the... I want to actually show the goddamn Duchy of Anjou. Right, well, okay, there's the thing. Let's see. So
that one, unfortunately, needs a temple first, because somehow it's managed to end up with 2 castles and no temple.
Well, let's see.
But the thing is, if this works, then you could do it essentially anywhere.
Yes.
In your empire, or indeed not in your empire, except you're almost certainly not allowed to build things in other people's territory.
That's true.
So there's a place where you might be able to build a castle.
So let's say we try building a castle. Anyway.
So that's in Surrey.
Sorry, yes.
Just remember that you've started building
a castle in Surrey. It will tell us when it's built. Yes. So you've left. I can, in fact, declare war against you. What for? De jure claim on the claim.
If some foolish Irish
stoat
is going to leave the defensive pact against you.
It's true. Right, well. Oh, do I have a truce with him?
No.
Because I went to war with him and
but
failed.
If you ask to declare war, you'll find out.
That's true.
No.
Alright, it's not saying, oh my god,
there would be an enormous message in the top.
There would be an enormous message saying, what the hell do you think you're doing?
With a bright red number, that's the number of prestige you'll lose for doing this, which is like 3,000.
Yeah. Right, let's declare war on Loch Lane. Right. Let's turn down time a bit. Let's...
I mean, you've tried to invade him before, but that was when he was in the defensive pact. Right, that'll do.
It's true. Right, let's just stick some commanders in. Possibly including me. I mean, you know, I am all for trying to, like, kick my son out. Oh, you found another, like, 1,000 people. Whatever. And you have defensive advantage, but I'm sure we'll cope. Right, let's get rid of all the messages about who's left the defensive pact, because I'm sure that most people will rejoin it fairly shortly. That's fine. I think what I want to do is, if I do have a spare holding, is to find someone who's got a claim on a kingdom in the Byzantine Empire. Or, you know, I'll do a trawl round of seeing if there's anyone in all Europe who is not part of the goddamn defensive pact against me.
Well, currently quite a lot.
It's true, but, you know, give me like 5 minutes and I think I just tripped down below a threshold. No, I haven't. Okay.
There are an awful lot of things that conspire to make up whether someone's in a defensive pact.
It's true.
So, in particular, they look at the size of your army versus the size of the armies of the people in the defensive pact and see whether it needs more members.
Yes.
Not that it's a gratuitously game balancing system or anything.
Yes. Because let's face it, actually getting people to come to war on your side is never that easy. I mean, just look at the giant fuss ahead of the Second World War, when we were like, Poland, well, I suppose, nah. And it was...
Your army only has half morale, but it should be okay.
Well, I did raise them a reasonable distance away. Like 2 or 3 counties. Oh dear, something's happened to my regent. Right, Mayor of Harrow. That will also cheer you up a bit. So, this war then, how's it going? 42% war score. La la la, let's probably sit outside here and besiege Loch Lane. I mean, this is one of those is the Dingle Peninsula. And somewhere around there, I think it's on this one, is Mount Brendan. Mount Brendan was an Irish saint. And we have the magnificent Navigatio Sancti Brendani, which is an early piece of medieval Latin from Ireland from, I believe, the 7th or 8th century, but do not quote me on this one, it has been a very long time. In which Brendan sailed a long way west and met people in white. Now, the very, very optimistic people think that this means he made it into North America in order to be deeply confused. And one of the breed of experimental sort of archaeologists went and built themselves the kind of curricle that could do this. And yeah, it's kind of weird. There's also some mystical trippy stuff, and one of the earliest references to singing psalms antiphonally, which is a practice still that crops up still in the Anglican tradition. So he was quite pointy stick like. Well, let's give him. Oh well. How are we besieging? Let's turn time up. Because, as everyone knows, sieges are still boring. Svein, Inishvalan, Kalani, Rosso Kyver? No idea. Oscar? Maybe. Oh look, everyone's joining the defensive act again. I suspect this means some of my levies are recovering after whatever it was we were last doing. I mean, yes, you can come and try and fight us, but I'm not sure it will end well. I mean, you don't really have enough people to besiege anything.
Yes, essentially their only hope is to hang on and hope that someone really big invades you so that you have to withdraw your army.
Have to be pretty big. Oh dear, my... Right, you'll do. You know. Okay, we've just won that one, 69%. Yeah. Can't upgrade anything there. Can't even think of upgrading anything there. Can't afford anything good there. Though that's 30, I think it's worth nudging that up. Right, so what are we besieging? Do we want to assault it? We're besieging a bishopric, and no, because there's quite a lot of people in it. What sort of messages? Oh look, it's everyone joining the defensive pact again. Crawl. Yes, all in all, it's a very nice place in Ireland to visit, although the tourist traps around there are something awful. And the roads that some of the drivers go along are with coaches are absolutely terrifying, and you wish to avoid them like the plague. On the plus side, there are lots of nice new roads there, courtesy of the European Union. Well, they were new 20 years ago. They're not that new now, but they're definitely much shinier. Good. Another county has gone Christian. Since my attempt to try and improve the lot of the country by sort of allowing Cathars, provided they weren't rebellious little shits, to hang around in my empire, didn't really work. Not my country, I think it was at the time. So unfortunately, they kept raising their flag against me. Oh dear, right, you appear to have... Right. Jolly good. Oh, we can go on a grand hunt. I think that's worth doing. Let's find the white stag. I'll give my vassals something to do. I don't think the Duchy of Anjou is going to pass out on succession. Oh, of course, it's just going to go to my younger sons. Yes, so
that symbol means the next player character won't directly own.
Right, let's dismiss that one for now.
That's more worrying because it means the Empire of England might not own, but worrisome doesn't necessarily mean a immediate problem.
A white hart has been seen in the north of Middlesex. So I can gain some piety, I can send out the best hunter. Well... Well, the worst that can happen is I'm horribly maimed. Oh look, everyone's joining the defence.
I presume Auvergne is in the defensive pact. It seems to have come into existence
Who?
recently.
Possibly. No, but I bet I don't have any good claims against it.
Not at present, no. Oh,
that's probably why it's not in the defensive pact against me.
I think that is indeed one of the many things that factors into it is, am I likely to be invaded?
Okay, now you're your own thing. Who is... Okay, you're just an extremely large dukedom.
That still isn't in the defensive pact.
Which still isn't in the defensive pact against me. I mean, you know, come this time next year when I should maybe have a spare holding. Fingers crossed. Right, well, let's face it alone with my spear. I'm wounded. Wounded. How long does wounded last? Wow. I mean, my personal wombat skill is still, like, terrifying, so... Unfortunately, wombat is the only thing I'm good for. Oh, we can hold a feast. Let's hold a feast.
Really, you shouldn't be starting preparations on the 24th of December.
What, you think it's too late?
Oh, I presume this game must follow the Julian calendar. Could we tell? 1200, I think, should disagree between the Julian and the Gregorian calendars, shouldn't it? No, it's centuries that aren't for multiples of 400.
So 1300 should.
Would, for instance, allow us to check whether it's following the Julian or Gregorian calendar.
Right.
I mean, it obviously should be following the Julian calendar.
And yet... Okay, everyone's joining the defensive pact against me. How many troops are in my army? Quite a lot. Oh, I've got Trier. How exciting. I mean, if I really want to burn the old gold, I could build a thing in Cologne. Great work.
If you really want to earn what, sorry?
Burn gold.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because everything gets more expensive the more of them you have. And obviously, Grand Cathedral is traditional. I'm slightly tempted by a grand fortress, but I feel that should be in my own thing. Well, I think I should build a grand cathedral, because I can.
Oh yes, can you do anything? I'm feeling you may be able to essentially unbuild or at least somewhat loop Stonehenge if it's of no use to you. But I'm not sure what the...
Yeah. So I can loot Stonehenge.
I mean, I'm not sure if this is a worthwhile thing to do, but like,
Well,
it's not like you can use it because you're not
I think
the right
it's
religion.
worth doing if I'm short of cash, for instance.
Mhm.
And every so often I will, of course, get an event on that. So, right, anyway, let's... well... Meant to be my friend, Despot Lawrence of Scotland. What have I done to offend you? Nothing. Fine. Okay, well, there we go. Well, I'm not wounded anymore, but I am scarred.
Oh, well, that's the only part we can have. As I recall. One just to the right of them. Crusader. Monthly prestige and opposite trade kingdom.
Yeah, that's quite good. How are we doing in Surrey? Right. I think I can afford to lose 5 prestige in the interests of, like, not...
Not getting into a relationship with your daughter-in-law.
Oh, yes. Alright, let's untick Hold Feast. I think we've done all the major important things there. Right, so... is there... Let's just do a brief check that, like... So what would that be for? Okay, I still need a thingy. So is there anything in there that is someone that's... Damn, you're in the defensive pact.
You have to claim on the duchy
Yeah,
there
on behalf of my vassal. Let's just go and see.
Pannonia. I didn't even know Pannonia was one of your vassals. But, oh, Pannonia's Hungary, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah. So, shall we go to war against Poland?
Could do.
It's not got very many people. Let's just check that is actually... Oh, it is feudal. Good. Right. Declare war on Poland for Kiev, which is...
A weird lump in the middle of Poland.
Poland.
We're going to punch a hole in the middle of Poland.
Well, it's not like this hasn't happened to me, so... You know, my approach to this is, yeah, right, whatever. let's click to turn on sub-realms.
Oh, there's a hundred. Oh,
Okay.
you can still raise troops from revolts, can't you?
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Well, no, that's the wrong button. That's the right button. Right, let's march you over to there.
Not quite enough.
I just now want to go back to realm view and then do that. Novgorod is technically mine, isn't it? Wow. Denmark is definitely worthwhile. You lot can get straight in there.
There's a convenient bit of Scotland that you can raise from as well.
There's also a convenient bit of Scotland. That's probably enough. Actually, let's march you in there and you lot into that bit. And let's stick Beowulf Winner in there. Let's stick Trifon and Cybold and Roman in there. And then there's you lot. Okay, right, whatever. That's the wrong lot, but never mind. It'll do. Justin and Gerard. Right, that'll do. Do you currently have a leader? Oh, right, fine. Doof. Oh look, everyone's joining the defensive pact. I wonder why that might be. I'm over here.
Notice that the moment you're not a member of that defensive
Defensive
pact,
pact.
you get invaded.
Yeah. Look, here am I. I'm just.
And it doesn't matter if you're the Holy Roman Empire, you still get invaded.
It's true, you do. Right. Well, their army appears to have disappeared somewhere,
You can't see.
which I can't currently see. Hey, look, everyone's joining the defensive pact. I'm not quite sure why Poland thought they were, so confident of not being invaded when I had a casus belli.
And adjacent
Adjacent territory. I mean, it just seems slightly irrational on their part. Oh, let's just march you around. I can always disband you. I just want to find out what's happening. And if they're rather optimistically trying to take a fleet to, I don't know, London.
You haven't raised England's troops.
No.
Have you got a rebellion there in Norfolk?
No, it's just part of Brittany.
Just
Brittany, I think, has a rebellion. There's the Breton Revolt.
Right.
Yeah. That's not my problem. That's my vassal's problem. It's not my fault that they're states. Right. Go. What are we besieging? We are besieging Sierats, which is a perfectly boring castle. You are besieging a perfectly boring castle, right? Good, fine. Something's happening in England, but it's not my problem. English revolt war for Prince Martra's claim on England on the Despot of England. Okay, whatevs, dudes. Right. Yes, your factions are disbanded. That's because, and I hate to point this out, you've gone and done the thing. Gosh, I get a lot of prestige each month. And I get a big boost from my technology and a big boost. I have like 10 vassal kingdoms at 0.8 each. Hey, why are you suffering attrition? Because you've been out of supplies for 36 days. Well, it's whack. Or bless. Okay, they accidentally ran into England. Yeah, hang on. Jihad fails, whatever it was. Right. Yeah, whatever. So I'm contemplating raising a small army here, squashing that army, and moving on with my life. Once it's finished fleeing and I know where it is.
Remember, the freshly raised army has no
Morale. Yeah. Well, that's okay. I'll raise it a little bit away. Also, I don't think that's crawl. So you are now going. Haha, they're leaping straight back in their ship. Fine, I will just march you into the nearest available county and dismiss you. I can do this all day. Okay. Oh, the Hungarian revolt has presumably done something. The Swiamensko Reformation. The ancient Swiamensko religion is proving unable to withstand the onslaught of the cross and the moon. Rather than abandoning the old ways, King Karu of Estonia and the most powerful priests have decided to reform the Swiamensko faith. With codified rites, a holy scripture, and a strict church hierarchy under a single leader, they hope that the reformed Swiamensko faith is a better arm to fight back against the weak and effeminate foreign beliefs. They are still barbarians. Well, that's exciting. Come on, squeeze out those last, 3 defenders. Excellent, right. Let's give them a 16% more score, and now you're back in supply. I might as well assault that. It's not even trying. Right, so let's just zoom in a tad so we can actually see where the next county is. Aha, we have finished constructing a castle in Surrey. If we zip over here... Hooray, we have a barony of Farnham.
So you can turn money into baronies.
Right. Which is good, because at the moment I have money and no baronies, so
now you could just go over your entire kingdom going barony, 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 barony.
Excuse me, I just...
Your entire empire. What the hell's happened to the middle of England? Is there another bloody revolt?
Yes. well,
Of course, each barony that you create like this will the holder of the county will want it.
yes, but that's fine. I will give them away.
But you don't actually want to create all the baronies all at once.
No.
You want to create
Baronies.
have a small queue of baronies to give away to.
Yes. I mean, they do take reasonably. Like, it took a couple of years to. They take about 3 years to build. So, I am feeling that I am slightly using a, a 30-ton nuclear missile to crush a gnat here.
What with that army marching into Middlesex?
Yeah.
Given that you have about 40 to 1 numerical advantage, you're going to find it hard to find them.
Yes. I think that, sort of, what is it, effectively friendly stab will be the biggest problem here. They're astonishingly not trying to run away.
I think you haven't actually started moving into Middlesex itself.
That would be why. Let's try
But
and...
they haven't got any ships
So
nearby, so
I can
they can't
probably
really
back
go
them
very
into a
far.
corner, yes.
you can get them down into Kent and then they're kind of stuck.
Now my movement's locked and they're showing no signs of moving.
Well, it's what?
I mean, they've got one wing that's held out for like approximately 0.2 milliseconds. How much war score did that get me? Did that get me any war score? 5%.
5.7%. Excellent.
Right, okay.
That was what it was for.
Yep. Off we go. Super. Hey look, someone's joined the Defensive Pact. Admittedly, I have the problem that whoever it was that has, like...
Oh, they've got some armies.
I've got some armies together. Well, I think I just sit here.
If you want to try to take this off me, but they haven't really got enough even to besiege anything back.
Yeah, but if they get anything together to besiege somewhere back, I just wander into it and, stomp on them. So, pointy Stickertron. It has to be Trifon, because otherwise he's just going to whinge. But I'm not going to get him to do anything. Do we have any good commanding types, or do I need to go fishing again? Misguided warrior, skilled tactician. Right, skilled tactician will do.
It won't last much longer. It's like 65.
Yeah, but it'll do. At some point I'll probably need to do some vassal fettling. So I think I want to get in there. Because they do actually have enough there to... You can go over there and start besieging that place, right? You pause, let's zoom in. This army, that province. Zoom out. Right, let's go for humble and tough soldier. I mean, at this rate...
The alternative between the alternative to dying gloriously in battle is to actually become good at this stuff.
I am, by dint of my father constantly putting me on the front lines for some reason, I have actually, doing a lot myself as emperor, I have actually become halfway competent at doing battles. There's just a small problem that I'm not very good at anything else. Oh, there's a peasant revolt. Excuse me. Let's go. Right. Right, yeah, you've got...
Note that you have fairly low morale.
Yeah, but I'm marching through 2 counties. I'll have like 50% morale by the time I get there. probably. Anyway, they're only pedants. Right, yes. Yes, well, I think that Poland might have done slightly better if they'd, managed to get their armies together earlier on. Right, so, oh dear, right, excuse me, I need to go hunting for people to join my court who can, in fact, do maths. Right, let's invite you to court. Let's go and see what my battle is doing, which, okay, yeah, maybe we did need more morale. Well,
We'll get it back now.
Oh well, it's okay.
Yes.
A point. Sakalarios. Research and economy tech in Middlesex.
Please.
Oh dear. Regent. Okay, let's appoint the Queen of Denmark as regent on my general principles. So, doof. Dismissed. What's happening over here? The other battle. I think Martra snuffed it in battle. Hang on. Okay, I was just looking to what had happened to Prince Martra. No, never mind.
I think he became King of England. Is that the same Martra?
Oh, yeah, probably. Right.
Which meant you could immediately reappoint him by a different route, as in
Right,
from being
yes.
one of your courtiers to being one of your vassals.
Excuse me, I need to zoom in so I can find some bit of this county to walk into. It's not covered with armies. So we're at 90% war score. Okay, whatever. Let's just check we don't have any elective succession. Lawrence of Scotland. You want to elective succession me. Ha. So we're besieging something, and we're besieging something else. Right, fine. Well, some places are leaving a defensive pact against me if I'm really lucky. Some of them might be useful. Oh, you're besieging that back. Right, well, my plan is to finish besieging Bydgoszcz and go then and kick that army. grounds that I think I can besiege faster than them. Indeed, it looks terribly like I can besiege faster than them. Even though sieges are slow and boring. Squack. Okay, I think that's probably one of my sons. I had quite a lot of them. I think technically my ambition is still to become a daughter, to have a daughter. Yeah. I'm gonna move. There's only a few tiny more defenders to kill. Right, brilliant. 99% more score. Let's go and bother that army. You've got someone who commanding skill of 3 there. What even is the point? English Holy War for Armenia. Okay. Right. Well, I mean, you do have quite a lot of troops. I have 100% war score. I am going to release the peace otter. Right. Now I should be able to disband all my units here on the grounds that it's part of
a weird hole
in Poland. Yes. Right. Anyway, let's get you.
Oh yes, look, the despot of England has raised a bunch of troops.
Yes, I wonder why. So,
Because
Mr.
he's
Bond.
declared war on Armenia.
It's true. So, where was that duchy? Oh well, let's cycle through and see if we can find
Yes, and see who your targets are. Oh, who's now in your defence pact?
defensive pact. Bosnia's in the defensive pact.
Not in the defensive pact, and then part of your
I'm
troops,
still
but
at
you've still
thing.
got several years of truce to wait.
Vladimir's in the defensive pact. That's only a temple and is not worth getting out of bed for. Defensive pact. Defensive pact. Not past the defensive pact, but it's only a chieftain, so fair. Duchy of Viken is past the defensive pact. Defensive pact. Defensive pact. Kemet is sadly defensive pact. Chernihiv, defensive pact. Duchy of Flanders, defensive pact. Defensive pact. Not part of the defensive pact. Somewhat scary.
Minus 968 money, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So currently not as scary as it might be. And so I do have a barony to give away to get a duchy, so. Bosnia is part of the defensive pact. And I think now we're at the point where we're leaping round. So
of those, the Duchy of Adrianopolis looks like the most plausible.
it's true, it does, doesn't it? Let's just go and have a quick look at my own troops. So I've got 30,000 troops. to his 20,000, and I have a lot more money.
You do also have claimants on the Byzantine Empire kicking around, of course, but that's
not very helpful. Right, let's give you a barony of Farnham. Right, let's close that, because the quickest way of finding the Byzantine Empire is mysteriously to find the Byzantine Empire.
You can also then see what you would actually be claiming, and it will turn out to be one county.
It will turn out to be approximately the size of a toast rack, yes. Right, so declare war, Adrianopolis, on behalf of, that's what we want, the duchy, which is 2 counties. It's conveniently right next to my existing holdings. On behalf of the Byzantine Empire. Well.
So the problem is, if you raise something there,
yeah, but
survival
that's
gets immediately squished.
what's that? Yeah, that's not England.
Yes, that's one of your direct vassals.
Yes, so that's
I mean, you
Castile.
could assign her to a nearby kingdom if you wanted to
It's true, so
reorganise things.
right. So Pannonia is a bit small. See if we can also get some Novgorodians. No, okay, let's... Look, I'm trying to take you by a route, like you, that doesn't, like, meet you up with the entire Holy Roman Empire. Right, that, on the other hand, is Scotland. And I think we can do that. For other people, I think we should look at things that are a bit more coastal. Right. Hop on some ships.
And then bewail your lack of any seaports on.
Yeah, but I think what I do is I march them in here, and then try and besiege places that are nearby my territory. Because after all, that is where I'm trying to get. What I forgot to do was look up Extremadura, but never mind.
In the defensive act then.
Oh, right, yeah, well, that's a good
I
reason.
didn't check. Well, when you went past it.
Fair enough, that's a good reason not to do that. So, do I raise, like, my entirety of England over here? I think I probably do. Because, apart from anything else, I can then, you know, get some ships in and start stoating people around. So I've raised England, I've raised thingy. So Brittany, you say?
Breton revolt, which one?
Yes, Britain revolt and the not Breton revolt. Let's stick you on some ships. Stick you on some ships. And send you lot on a beautiful trip to the Eastern Mediterranean. I'm sure you will love it there. Raise some armies, raise some ships. Can't insert armies into ships. Dismiss fleet. Right. Raise army, raise ships. Stick army onto ships. Bugger off to Lotharingia because they're hopeless. We've raised England. We need to raise Wales and their liege levy fleets. Stick on ship. Send on delightful trip to Southern Med. And Scotland,
We've
which we've raised over there. Right, I think that's all my vassal kingdoms. It's getting a bit hard to tell. And of course, I can always raise an emergency honour guard and my personal levies when the Byzantine Empire sends a fleet along with a bunch of thingies. Right, let's glue you together, hurl you on a ship, and hurl you off a ship over here. Right. So you guys, I should make sure have someone in charge. Right, hang on, let's.
I think he can't currently be removed from his job
Yes.
because he's only just started it.
Yes. Well, let's stick some commanders in there.
He's already built that
Yeah.
one.
I was just checking. Oh look, everyone's joining the defensive pact against me. Well, that's surprising. I should probably start another thing building though, shouldn't I?
I like that plan, yes. I essentially wander around looking for anywhere that has a spare slot you can stick a barony in.
That's true. Oh look, a space. Well, cities and yeah, I know. Hang on, I want castles,
Yes,
don't
when
I?
I say a barony, I mean a castle.
Yes. Does strictly have to be a barony, not a city or a thing. Well,
Technically, you could probably, it only has to be a landed title, I think, but you might end up with some surprises, like you might end up accidentally creating a vassal republic or a vassal theocracy.
yes, yes,
Which, like, may not be a disaster, but probably wasn't actually what you were trying to do.
it's true. Right, so you lot, 2,000 people. That's okay. Yes, I mean occasionally it's what you want to do, like with the Grand Republic of Cumbria, that famous merchant, whatever. No, I've stopped being gregarious. How disappointing.
Like, there's an actual Holy Roman army. Not Holy Roman, Byzantine army.
Yes. So
Doesn't seem to be doing very much. And you haven't quite got enough troops to just make
no,
them flat.
but that's fine. I'm wandering past it, so I think I'm fine with that.
There's a bigger army of a revolt of some sort. I think that's not a problem.
Yes. Well, I'll just like try the Paulician uprising. I think I'm going to try avoiding it for the most part.
I don't think they have a good reason.
So there's a Byzantine fleet coming that way.
There's at most 3,500 troops on it.
Yes. I think what I'm going to do is send that lot round there, because one, I've got more troops, more ships coming in this way, and two, oh, that's not big enough, but that's fine. The 40 will be along in a minute, and then I can send them both off there, join them up, and then I can always use that to move my lot around quickly. So we're besieging Philippopolis, which I think is named after Alexander the Great. Let's turn time down a bit. Alexander the Great's like father or grandfather or something like that. Father, I think. Right, and over there you're besieging Castamon. Brilliant, excellent. This is just what we want. Excellent, you've arrived in the Western Aegean. Let's hurl you into there. Let's also put some people in charge of this army. It will probably come in handy. Right. Let's also send you lot. Let's not send you lot anyway yet, because you've still got people coming off you. Go over there. Glue those armies together. Zoom in a bit. Yeah. So let's go over there and have a bit of a think. So that's one county which has unfortunately got the revolt in it. You lot have an army of that many people.
Ah, we have a Holy Roman army, a Byzantine army.
Right, brilliant. Yes, I have some thoughts. Most of my thoughts start with, and I should get some people off these goddamn ships.
I think the only question is, okay, they're already there.
Right.
Good plan.
What's the supply limit in that county? Only 11,000.
So you probably want to be amassing people in more than one county.
That's fine. I am, but I think I should march them in there pretty swiftly. Right, let's pause. Let's just check that we absolutely have our very, very, very best
So
commanders.
the question is, what is that Holy Roman army playing? Oh, Holy Roman Byzantine army playing.
Currently it's
Heading northeast.
towards Serdica.
You probably don't want to engage it now if you can avoid it, because your morale is still a bit low.
It's true.
So you might want to engage it fairly soon.
What I will do is get on those ships and bring that lot over here.
I think it would be more comfortable to engage it with another 4,000 troops if you can do that without them joining up with anything else.
So now they're there, now they're going to Moesia.
Excellent, they're staying in view.
Yes. I mean, I'm wondering if they're going to go and kick the...
That would be lovely.
It would, wouldn't it? Right, so I've got an English army right. Let's take you over here to Behar. Where's the whole? They're still going to Moesia.
In Mauritius and indeed appear to be heading.
They're going to Adrianopolis, which is the revolt army. Supply limit in that county, 23,000. Right, brilliant. No. You're going to join up with people in Behar. You, on the other hand, are coming over here. And disembarking their troops. Excuse me, let me just check that I didn't accidentally leave any troops lying around in stupid counties. I did not. And I do have, I can also raise people in Cumbria if I need to do that. Right. So that lot are running away from Adrianopolis to try and besiege somewhere else. So they're going in there to besiege that back. Let's glue you guys together. Let's glue you guys together.
I think there will now be another army there.
Yes. You lot get your ass in there. So the only question is, do I then go and march in and attack the Byzantine army? which I'm a little bit dubious about.
I'm kind of inclined to let them deal with that siege first. You know,
Yes.
You can besiege stuff off them while they helpfully besiege. I mean, I suppose I suppose it's not much harder for you to besiege it off them than it is off the Byzantine, directly off the revolt. So it doesn't matter that much.
But anyway, I have now 2 fairly sizable armies.
Yes, I mean it would have been
I want
more
to try
convenient if they'd actually got into a fight with the revolt army.
Yes, I do actually want to try avoid fighting the revolt army, because they're quite sizable. I don't think it's going to be a huge problem, but I do think it would cost me some troops, and I don't particularly like doing that at the moment. Jihad for Kemet again. Well, if you win it back, then we can go and kick it off again. Just shows what a terrible waste the Crusades were. And all that. Right, we've besieged Philippopolis, which gives us 8% war stoat. Now we're besieging Clocognista. Really good. And over here we're besieging Xanthea in Maroncia, wherever Maroncia is. Excellent, brilliant. I really like this.
Yes, that should kill off some of the
Byzantine troops, yes.
And they'll survive,
but we might then be in a position where we're in a position to think about. I mean, they might even come and attack one of our things, which is fine because they're deliberately in adjoining counties. Something's happening in Colchester. Excuse me while I go and check what's happening in Colchester. Right. Well, you say that. So it's a nice tiddly Byzantine army. Let's raise.
That plus, I was going to say plus your
and my honour guard.
Honour guard would be the job.
Right, let's glue that lot together.
You've selected one.
Yeah, let's glue that lot together. Let's actually let's not put Beowulf when they're in there. Let's put someone else. Right. Let's go and kick Essex. I think we could probably dismiss these lot. That lot. Let's just briefly check that no one else is raised anywhere. Okay, right, well, you're exciting. Might as well march you to the coast. And go and find some spare ships. Yeah, you'll do. Let's just check. Let's dismiss you. Just in case things don't go completely to plan. Oh, excellent. You're all together. Glue. Let's march you over there. Okay, so you've just gone off to chase the somewhat bolstered army of the Paulician uprising. I know there's consumption in Hull. Okay, I've got 48 people. Let's walk our 48 people over there. Let's pause, let's dismiss our 48 people in case they run into those 200 people from the Byzantine Empire, because that would be embarrassing. Right, let's get on with besieging Clocognista. What were we besieging in Philippopolis? Oh dear, something's happened to one of my commanders. Do I have any good commanders? My god, I've got a siege leader. Right. In you go, cousin thingy of Harrow. Hubert. Probably named after Hubert. Battle of Waltham victory. No, that's not what I want to do. That's the wrong button. That's what I want to do. So they're currently heading towards Middlesex. I can presumably toddle over there because they're large enough to besiege some places. Well, let's... Presumably they're taking the traditional route.
Immediately there'd be very few places we can walk to from England
that aren't part of the English Empire. Well, you know, that's one good reason to go after some more of Ireland. Is, of course, that it will mean that they just kind of get a bit stuck, and then I can go, you have some tea.
Oh, tea.
Right. Okay. So, they're besieging back. They've only got 13,000. Is this a good point to go and kick them?
It might be. I mean, no, I would wait for your very slow siege in the southern counties to complete.
Okay, yes. Because then I get more ticking war score.
Because, you know, huge great sunk cost there otherwise.
Yes, you're quite right.
Okay, you may need to pay attention to where that one is going. What?
Right, so you've arrived there. You're going to Trionopolis, which is...
Looks like they're going south.
south. Okay, that's currently right. Let's bring you closer.
They're heading the Byzantine Empire army is coming to notice.
That's fine. I have a plan.
South.
Which is I am going to do exactly that, provided I can click on the right bloody thing. And I can try and bring that lot in time. Right, so nice try, Byzantine army, but I have like another 8,000 troops just about to come and say hello.
Then you're probably
and I've got defensive advantage.
Frankly. You've got a defensive advantage, 2 narrow flanks, and some spectacular commanders. Well, okay, a spectacular commander.
Yes. And the morale boost of the king.
Numerical advantage. As well.
Yes. And I've got nearly 3,800 troops coming in from from the north.
Don't think they're going to get there in time.
I don't think they are going to get there in time. I don't know, they might do. It's a fairly protracted battle because there are quite a lot of them.
You've put them all to flight.
It's true. Let's just go and check what's happening in the other thing.
Toxandria, the troops you sent up to Toxandria are now there.
Yes. Fleet's not arrived yet, but I can of course glue those together. So that lot are going to Dublin. Let's do that. Oops, let's go back to see how my battle is going. Oh, we appear to have won.
I suspect that has given you the 5% minimum war score.
I think that has. 43%. Right.
And the other one got you 2%, so that's 41% from that battle. I think that was the largest proportion of the Byzantine army you just fought.
I'm pretty sure it was.
And conveniently, that didn't interrupt the siege.
I got 2% for the battle in England and then 40% for that battle there, yes.
That didn't interrupt the siege, so the siege is still
It's very nearly complete now.
finished.
Yes. I will wait till it's finished and then I will distribute my armies a little bit more widely. So that's taken us up to 72%. What's the supply limit in there? That's fine. Right. And there we're besieging Maronaya. Right, and let's go see what's happening. So they're going towards Ulster. Okay. Well, let's follow you. I mean, if you're running around going, oh my god, the army are coming, then you're not besieging anywhere. Which is kind of what I want. How much money is that costing? Some. But it should be. Okay, thank you. Good. Oh, good grief, I'm getting through commanders like, I don't know, states. Let's see if we can find some martial states who are prepared to come. Is there anyone with the organizer trait? Because I'm a bit short of that at the moment. Yes. Right, invite to court. La 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 la. Ward. I can't assault that.
Even though it's almost empty.
Empty. Right. Okay, brilliant. Let's appoint you as commander. Commander thingy. Right, brilliant. Let's glue you lot together. Let's see. Right, let's put my nice new organizer in charge because I'm sure it'll come in handy at some point. Right, so this siege should go fairly rapidly, being as they are not very many people, and I have 11,000 of them. Right, good. That's nice. We should do some vassal fettling at some point. Good. English fleet arrive in Toxandria. I can probably just dismiss them, actually, can't I?
It doesn't look like you're going to use this lot.
Well,
It's cheaper if you don't keep them raised.
yeah, let's disband them. Oh look, they're fighting. How sweet. I appear to have lost one of my wings in a freak accident, but you know. Battle of Tarkovic. Right, let's dismiss you. Let's dismiss you. Yeah, 819 troops. I am not worried about that. So, about this siege then. How are we doing on the siege front? Holding in where? We have a holding in Zeta. What the hell holding do we have in Zeta?
Probably
It's probably a trade post, isn't it? It is. What?
I don't think you own. I didn't think you owned Venice. Doesn't look like
I don't think we own Venice.
I don't understand what your holding there might be.
I assume it's like one of these people is my nth vassal.
No, because the thing at the top right indicates the top level realm which it's part of. And in all
Oh,
cases,
the Byzantine Empire. Okay, well, we'll just have to assume that that's bizarrely inexplicable. How can it take so long to besiege one tiny little
Because
fort?
they've got plenty of food. There's only
29
129
people.
of them.
Yes, I
They can
suppose.
hold out forever. They've got a really good fort.
It's true, they have,
You're
haven't they?
slowly chipping your way through the stonework or something.
Yeah. Honestly. Right, since we're down to sieges, let's make the lights flash faster. 84% more score. Walker is such a caring son. So right, we have in fact besieged there. Now we're besieging Scalotha. One day we'll finish besieging that. Right. Okay, so I'm inclined to take this army of lots and go and kick them.
I think in any
over
case,
there.
it's probably slightly better to be working in that county because it's.
Yeah, besieging this county is better because it's
Oh, I think the person whose claim you were working on died.
yes, damn it. I was trying to sort it out,
You may still have that case of Spelli, of course.
but I have to dismiss
you
all
have
my
to-
troops.
Yes. Tidy everything up first.
Yes. Right, let's see.
Hello,
that
Dizzy.
bit. Okay, arrange marriage. Yes. Okay. Right. So, on the plus side, we're not 100% threatening
Because
because
you didn't manage to
we
take
didn't
anything.
actually manage to win the war. So, you know, there are some upsides to this. Unfortunately, I think like everyone is still in the defensive pact.
Well, except for.
Yes. And so I've got a truce with Vexa, I've a truce with the Holy Roman Empire, with Poland, and
With
with
someone
Loch.
who most certainly doesn't matter.
Yes, because I think he's now my vessel. Right. Army has arrived. Dismiss army. Dismiss army. Oh look, well, some people are joining the defensive pact. Balazale's joining the defensive pact.
Yes.
Yes.
You've managed to
To
weaken
scare
the
the
Byzantine
Byzantine-
Empire so much that it's now willing to join a
Defensive
defensive
pact against me.
You're basically now at the point where your only decent sized enemy is the Holy Roman
Roman Empire. Well, there might be some places off in India and some of the Slavic
well, the place
territories.
is so far away that they haven't heard of
Out of the
Basileus
terrifying.
Between the Great of England.
Yes.
Your fleet's in Minorca.
Good. Right, let's dismiss all fleets.
So do you currently have a case of Belli against Byzantine Empire to reclaim that on behalf of the
Yes.
person who might have
Let's-
inherited the claim?
yes.
I suspect the answer is no. As in, obviously you have. Oh, you do still have
I have
a claim on the
County, and I can
on
do
the
it. I just have
duchy,
to.
but he's now a member of the defensive pact,
Yes.
so you probably don't want to.
No. I definitely can't do that. I mean, you know,
The Byzantine Empire was pretty big anyway.
yes,
You're substantially
It was about-
weaker than you were.
20,000 it was, and I'm currently substantially weaker than I was.
Yeah, I think the Byzantine Empire is even weaker, but
Yes.
on the other hand, the entire. So
Anyway, I'm seeing if I can build a few new castles. Oh, I think I can build some stuff in Westminster. Like, jousting this still needs culture Norman, but I can build some more
I think
militia training ground.
You have a culture that's acceptable.
Yeah, but I keep worrying that I'll lose it because, you know,
it's in particular not an acceptable thing for Anglo-Saxons.
Yes,
and most of your family is Anglo-Saxon.
indeed, or Greek, randomly. Oh look, people join the defensive pact against me.
Actually, yes, there is a danger that Middlesex will become Anglo-Saxon again. I think.
Yes,
If the ruler becomes Anglo-Saxon.
indeed. I'm
At the
pretty
moment, Middlesex is bizarrely Norman for
sort of historical reasons, and now that's kind of holding out as Norman, even though most other things are Anglo-Saxon, except me. Bizarrely, I'm Greek. I think I can't remember if I cocked up or if presumably the AI cocked up in assigning me someone who made me Greek. Let's see if we can persuade people not to be part of factions. Okay. That, I think, means I can. Right, so you want to study technology in Constantinople. Now I want to look for my most miserable king vassal, so Exarch of Lotharingia is a Queen of Pannonia. Right, let's go cheer up Martra of England. Yeah, I will do that in a second, but first, he's -2. I need to cheer him up quite badly. Let's give you an honorary title. Let's give you Seneschal. Leader of the Breton Revolt's quite happy. Despot of Novgorod not that happy. Let's award you an honorary title. Cupbearer. And then we're down to Dojo Cumbria. We like to keep you cheerful because,
traditional. The Dojo Cumbria is high on there.
It's also, as you say, traditional. We could possibly.
Her cupbearer, but sadly,
yeah. That's fine. I can probably give something to the Despot of Scotland and make him keep swans, which will improve my vassal cheeriness a bit. So independence. Not quite sure why you're both supporting that, given the thing. If it gets much bigger, I will. Is Morcar actually my heir? No. Right.
Heir to the Empire
of England.
And your dynastic heir. So yes.
And is currently the best of my sons. So this is worrying. Yes, let's go and look at our intrigue tab and see if we can see the one that says kill Morcar, which is totally the name of one of the Silurians in Doctor Who and the Silurian, the cave monsters.
I'd forgotten that.
All excited there with more, but it's more Moray. end the plot on the grounds that he is in fact halfway useful. Okay, you're having a Hungarian revolt or whatever. But I want to see when I can fish you out. 4th of May. So, Mr. Bond, we are building stuff, we are building things. Yes, I mean the thing is I can't now build up a vast array of baronies to give away because there's a small problem that if I do, when I snuff it, they get distributed amongst my many sons.
To not bother making more of them than you need. Much better to just hand over the money to your first son and
Yes.
Along with the empire and let him build the correct number
Some
of
more.
baronies for the purpose. As I've learned this split again, because it looks like the two halves might be different colours, but that might be
I think there's a Livornian revolt. Yeah. Okay, we finished constructing a castle in Sussex. I've become
You are
Baron
Baron
of
of
Hastings. Let's just do a little check that everyone relevant is in a defensive pact or something.
apart from the Holy Roman.
Apart from the Holy Roman Empire. Well, we can check when the treaty with the Holy Roman Empire runs out. Unfortunately, mysteriously, everyone's part of some kind of defensive pact against me. I can't think that there's any reason for this at all. No, wait, the other thing. Just check that I am indeed still. Only 4 more years of truce.
So yes, and the other
Let's
thing is to
press check any de jure ducal claims. That's part of France, Holy Roman Empire, part of the Defensive Pact, France, Holy Roman Empire, Faroes, which I think is part of Norway, yes, which is part of the Defensive Pact. I have no idea where that's part of, but okay, that's Kingdom of Ruthenia, which is part of the Defensive Pact, which is part of the Kingdom of Galicia thingy, which is, oh look, it's part of the Defensive Pact. Good lord. You're part of the Kingdom of Estonia, which is part of the Defensive Pact. Novgorod, which is part of the Kingdom of Estonia. Mercia, part of France. Part of the Defensive Pact. Holy Roman Empire. Holy Roman Empire. Right.
So, and there's a small revolt down there next to Bosnia, but I bet you haven't got a claim on it. And you might be able to track one down west there. East. The Rose Revolt. Which appears to be that a fairly well landed mercenary company is now suffering an internal revolt. So you would probably need to find like a claimant on one of the counties in there if you were going to. So you obviously can't find a claim on the revolt.
Yes. So, you're a woman. Meh. And here's Vicky. Okay,
No,
everyone.
that hasn't updated that panel. That
Okay.
panel is still put up.
So, claimants. Woman. Okay, well, no. Right.
Just while we saw had a brief revolt kicking around.
Let's just check that Sicily is in the defensive pact. I mean, it's not just me, it is in the defensive pact against the Holy Roman Empire as well.
And at war with the Byzantine Empire.
Well,
The Roman revolts have ended anyway.
Wrath of the Old Gods. In response to the new era of crusades and jihads among the Abrahamic monotheists, the great Tiergeto Toelid has informed all Swimensko shamans of his plan for a magnificent Swimensko pagan response. In fact, all pagan heads of religion may now declare great holy wars. This could be the beginning of unprecedented heathen aggression. Lock up your son and daughter. I'm not sure this happened in the 12th century, or if it did, it happened awfully
The world is different here.
It's true.
The pagans have got themselves organised
Yes.
and are now going to start crusades across Europe. Well, not crusades, great holy wars.
Yes.
There we
Great
are.
Holy War for Novgorod. Percolate is with us. England. Right, good. All three Smolensko men are invited to partake. I'm just going to pause. Okay. To the narrow-minded infidel Beortman, may your years be short and miserable. This is a formal declaration of war. I sing a song of total war. Our armies shall meet on the field of battle. Okay. Ooh. We found the thing, so let us spend some time in gold to investigate that. So we have a war. Currently we have 2,000 people there. So
it's not marked in red, so I don't think they're your problem.
Okay, they're not my problem. Right. So it's the grey lot. Okay. Where damn it, I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. Doof. Okay.
So I'm not sure he has any troops yet.
Yes.
Like, I'm not sure anyone has joined his Great Holy War for Novgorod.
I'm just going to unpause and then repause briefly.
I think his Great Holy War for Novgorod hasn't yet occurred.
Okay.
Started something. I mean,
Officially it
it has started, yes. But like they don't seem to. They don't. Well, they have only barely found organised their religion. So
Right, let's gain 100 gold and maybe become charitable. There we go. So that appears to be... Oh, that's the army of King Thing of Norway. Let's see.
I mean, because he doesn't usually the war panel for a crusade would list all of the people who have joined the crusade.
Yes.
So I think until he gets someone into his crusade that isn't the Grand Shaman of what's name who has no troops.
The Duke of Thingy. Okay, we could accept, yes.
Oh, yes. I mean, the thing is that the local Christians are like, we're not going to accept this. I mean, not that you couldn't probably defeat this on your own, but...
It's true. Yes, I'm going to go and look at factions. Well, okay, 16%. I'm not going to fish my... Okay. Aren't you one of my vassals?
Your vassals can join the war to provide more
It's
troops.
true. Let's upgrade to siege things because we've always been a bit stoaty on siege. Right. So there's some nice ally troops.
But I don't think they really know where they're going either because
That's true.
lack of enemy. And like, if he never turns up with any troops, then
That's true. I mean, we could just go and invade the...
well, but he hasn't got any territory, I don't think.
Oh yeah, that's
Because he's
true.
the head of a religion, not the head of a
Yeah.
not a ruler. So his title is a kind of not is a duke level title, but I don't think it has any land.
Let's take time a little bit faster while nothing much appears to be happening.
I think you may have a problem that there aren't actually...
Oh, someone's joined
right.
in.
So the other side now has
Slightly, people.
some troops. You have an offer of marriage and another offer to join the war, I think.
I'm just also confused that my vassal levies are raised because I haven't got any of them raised, but never mind. Right. Okay. Earl of Dublin. Right, yeah, whatever. Don't think this will save you if, you know, I have a claim on your territory and you're not part of a defensive pact.
I mean, it means you can't invade him during this war.
Yeah, but I can't invade anyone during this war because everyone's part of the sodding defensive pact against me.
And it might be worth raising some troops and sending them over to Novgorod.
Well, I can raise some troops in Novgorod.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure who or what or why I'd bother at this point.
I mean, this should work more or less like a crusade, definitely. Yeah.
That's a bit small. However, right, I think we can march some people over there.
So
What do I have?
the enemies will stomp into Novgorod and attempt to besiege it and such like. And ideally you will slaughter them.
Right. Ooh, the Holy Roman Empire's doing something. Someone else has joined in.
And how they've arrived.
Yes.
Are these commentary and things that need replies, or is it just commenting? Squawk.
So, yes, good. That's nice. I mean, there's only nearly 5,000 of them at this point. So, jolly good.
Defensive pact against USS, that would be an awful lot.
It's true. Quite a few more people are joining the defensive pact on the other side.
I mean, to be fair, the university and UCU and like all but two of the colleges recently wrote a letter to USS telling them they were being complete stoats. Like getting UCU and the university and 30 colleges on the same side is pretty much a defensive pact against USS.
All but two. Trinity?
Yeah, because they're not in US. I think it was all of the colleges who were members of USS.
Okay.
So
Well,
Trinity have left. I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's 30 colleges.
But Trinity left in a panic some time ago, going, "Oh my God, we'd have to pay everyone's pension."
And UCU responded by boycotting Trinity. I think that's still on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Not
it
that
is.
anyone asked me to teach for Trinity recently.
No one's asked me to teach for anything. Strictly no. I mean, I haven't even been teaching for the department. I mean, you know.
It's the supervisions one, it's very exciting.
Yeah, but that was like 20 years ago.
No, I know.
And anyway, these days I have a student, kind of. Officially, I don't have a student. This is, a figment of your imagination. Hello, I appear to have run into some random peasant revolt. Jolly good. Okay, I didn't actually mean to kill your peasant revolt, but whatever.
I'm not sure if I'm going to kill their peasant revolt.
Well, that's a very real possibility, but whatever.
That's okay, your army will flee to Novgorod.
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened to that
someone
army.
else turned up.
I always hear Novgorod as Novigrad, which is confusing. 'Cause that's the place in Witcher.
I
Okay,
suspect there must be some real Novigrads. I mean,
I'm pretty sure
given,
there
the,
are.
given the word, it's sort of probably like every new town, isn't it?
Yes.
Novigrad is a town in western Croatia.
I don't know, the actual army that I was trying to fight has sodded off. They have obviously sodded. They haven't got on ships and gone to England, have they? No. I mean England as the sub-kingdom, not England the thingy. Right, yes. Okay. Right. Let's put in my slightly less useful commander. Have I got any useful commanders? Right, you're at least a skilled tactician. I might.
got another officer on the war.
Okay, well let's.
There's also an actual enemy army.
Oh, that's so exciting! There's 2 enemy armies. Right, I think I'm going to glue that army together and take this one over to Bezici. Let's maybe zoom in a bit. So they're going to Torzhok. Right, well let's go into Torzhok. That's given us 9% war score. So, okay. So now we just need to find somewhere that's part of the sort of pact. And okay, right, you lot. Let's go over there. And maybe do a little light besieging. So, where exactly is... So we've got territory over there, which is certainly a possibility.
Yes, I don't know whether
Territory
you
over
can
there.
besiege them usefully, as in whether besieging a member of the an ally of
Yeah,
your
I
enemy
don't know.
actually gets you any war score.
Well, it's worth finding out.
I think that focused on him. Yes, because he's leading an army.
Right. Okay, that's sort of Perm area. Right, so we're only a couple of counties away. Let's go and see if I can do anything useful by besieging things. Zoom out a bit so I can see what's going on. While I'm besieging somewhere, time will tell if that gets me any useful war score. Oh dear, my spy master got arrested.
Well, he was fine.
It's true. Oh, hang on, in any case I wanted to go...
So did that get you any?
did that get any more score? No.
No.
Right.
So I think you just have to keep holding.
Oh no, hang on, that wasn't there.
Oh,
That was getting back.
oh, so
Yeah. I was going to go... Oh yes, of course, I was going to go and spy master into Bath.
Oh, so the capital of England's gone back to Bath, has it? From Essex?
Yes. Okay, did that get me any war score? No. Right, that really didn't, so you lot get over here. Maybe I think I want to raise my Danish troops. And get you on a nice...
Another offer of someone who will nominally join the war and then do nothing.
Actually, let's send a nice cross-country trip over there. Yes. Accept.
I mean, maybe some of your allies will arrive eventually.
It's true. I mean, one of them was seen in this area before I was. Accept. Yeah, ah, yes. Everyone's drawing the defensive pact against me. I didn't want to go to war.
Right, so I think you need to pay close attention to where everyone's moving around inside Novgorod.
I don't think I need to worry too much at this point.
At the moment, yes, almost all the armies are tiny enough not to be a problem. And the aim has to be to keep them that way.
It's true.
So that lot, I think ideally they would nip in there and give that lot some quick thrashing.
That's the one.
You are missing one commander in that on the southern island, frankly.
Okay, I'll fix that once we're out of this.
No problem. I think they'll still win the battle, but
Yeah. Don't think that's in danger. Hang on, let's briefly check that I do in fact have some sensible commanders there. Right, apparently I've become a flat terrain expert. That's nice, dear. Right. So, this army then. Just check out. I haven't accidentally. Right, let's send. No, you go over there. You lot head over there.
The army in the west, in the north, that we're dealing with has moved.
Okay, so they have. Where are they going? They're heading that way.
There appears to have been a rearrangement in the north again.
Yes. So hang on, that lot's coming in. Let's send you over there. Let's send you over there. And let's put someone in charge of that.
Army, that, oh yes, okay, that pagan army will get hit by you.
Let's maybe see if we've got some other people I can put in that army.
You might want to run time a bit slower at the moment.
It's true, I will. Let's turn that down a bit. So let's march you over there. Let's see.
So now they've got 1700 army to the west of there.
I'm just wanting to know what's happened to all my war score. Okay, I lost control of Godov in
I
Godov.
think, yes, possibly you don't currently control the whole of Novgorod.
Oh, of course, yes, that's the thing. So you are going to go over there, I think.
So that lot, I think, should now head west and deal with the army.
I think they should head over there and stop them besieging that.
Maybe. I'm a bit worried that that 1754 army is going to get beat.
I'm a bit worried about it, but I'm less worried than I am about people
on the other
besieging
hand, I
my
suppose
stuff.
Most of your problems are coming in from the east.
Yes.
So that lot, and most of your help is coming in from the west, if
Yes.
it ever arrives.
It's true. Yes, I'm trying to nip in there, squish that, nip up there, squash that.
Although you tried to crush that faction,
I was.
I think you need to move your spy master.
I did when my spy master got captured.
Oh, right.
I solved my spy master problem. Let's go and find. Oh, okay, you've got these commanders. Right, you are squished. Right, you lot get up there.
Worried about that because they're about to get some reinforcements from the east.
I'm slightly worried about that.
Like maybe you want to bring those 2,600 back.
Yeah, it's true.
They're going to arrive rather late. And maybe that's not actually a serious problem.
Well, we'll see. It'd be nice if my allies showed up, you know, at any point around now. Wouldn't it? And I do in general have better commanders. Well, reasonable commanders. Well, okay, I slaughtered one of their leaders. Come on, surely that gets me extra points.
I don't think it does actually. It merely weakens them.
Well, at least I'm slightly less threatening because I haven't been in an aggressive war for like a year or so. Yay, I guess. Come on, get in there. I could do with a few more troops in the next, you know, millennium. Come on, get in there. I'm not going to make it till the 15th at this rate.
No.
Right. I might. No. Damn it. Right, let's at least... Oh, okay. Let's not do that.
That. Yes.
No, I have to because they're already committed to
Are they
that
not?
fight.
No, they're not movement locked. That lot. Oh, are you going to just send them into the battle anyway?
Yes, I'm going to try and support my gallant troops.
Your dying troops. Oh, they put one wing, one flank right. Sadly, that's all they're going to achieve. So you might want to be pausing and stopping them going in. Like,
Yep. You know, I will, however, send up there and do a little light kicking of that place because I don't want you besieging it. God damn it! You know.
Your shattered retreats seem to be very short if they exist at all.
Yes.
Nice. I wonder.
I'm actually thinking of marching this lot in here because then I will benefit from resupply.
Possibly, I'm just thinking about there's that 1,000 troops to the
Yes, but I have a cunning plan, which is to mash this lot together while I'm in my territory, which gives me supply. Put my army back together involving an organiser.
go and stomp things.
and then go
Yeah,
and
I think that will work.
and be Captain Stompy. But you know, to do this, I think it's worth getting my troops into my territory at least for a bit, because my resupply rate will go up, rather than if I'm hovering around in here and random bits of the East Baltic going, gosh, isn't it kind of miserable out here. Yes, come on, actually join. Okay,
Everyone's there suffering from attrition.
but right, so here, right, so that's Martin, that's Baywatch Winner. Let's put you in charge of that, and let's go over here. Yes, there is a problem that it is, you know, February in the Baltic area. It is a bit chilly. While they're waiting to get over there, let's just check. There's nothing really good I can build. It's 200 a thing. I build a sodding jousting thing, and then it'll provoke everything to turn Anglo-Saxon when I'm not looking. I mean, you know, it's not like I can't afford it. I can afford it. At least my threat is gradually decaying. I mean, if they didn't keep splitting their armies off into little pieces, you know, it might go a bit better for them.
Well, they have a supply problem as well. Their supply limits in your territory will be lower than your supply limits in your territory. So they were suffering attrition with a 6,000 strong army.
Yes. Right, let's go and sit there. Let's assault that back. Let's go and squash them, if we can. Of being in my territory has got me back up over 7,000 again. Right, we should probably chase down the enemy commander for a personal loss name.
Not a personal loss to me.
Good. Okay, let's marry off whichever random bit of betrothed we have. How are we doing? Okay. How does this terminate? Right?
When you get to 100% war score.
Yeah, but how do I get 100% war score when I can't, if besieging their territory gets me fuck all?
You repeatedly kill them.
Yay.
Military victory. No Mount Doom for you.
Scottish revolt, jolly good. Kenneth for Scotland. I always forget that Kenneth is a proper
you also get ticking war score for controlling the whole of Novgorod.
Except at the moment I get unticking war score on account of the fact that I don't currently control all of Novgorod. I am, of course, on the way to try and control all of Novgorod. Are you going away for a long time and can I put my feet up?
I'm going to go and see if we can do vegetables.
Okay.
Or I can't have some apples, but
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm running to battle there. Well, that's okay. La 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 la. Lord. I mean, I suppose I could raise some more of my troops, but yeah, that seems like an effort.
Vassal annoyance.
Yeah.
Maybe your allies will turn up one day. Maybe your allies are having enormous fights somewhere out to your west that you don't know about, but I'd rather they
Not
I think they
obvious.
just said, yes, we'll come and help. And raise 14,000 troops in the middle of
Spain.
nowhere.
It's like, what are you doing down there? Are they besieging trade posts or something?
Or possibly, like, they've actually got other wars to fight. And the fact that they blew really indicates that they would be on your side if they were
If they're
helping.
anywhere nearby, yes. Back up to 40% ball score, and I've captured some people. Right. Fortunately, I have an organiser in charge, so I'll go in, fight this battle, try and besiege that back, nip back over there, and try and stop them besieging Tikhvine. Tikhvine, I have no idea. Right. On the plus side, you know, my threat is decaying all the while, so, you know, this is good. Right. Now we're having a fight against two people and their pet hamster. Why am I not besieging?
I think because you've instructed yourself to go somewhere else, it looks like.
It is. I will probably assault it though. I do have a 10 to 1 advantage, because otherwise it's more tedious to go over there because I have to besiege more stuff back. Let's just zigzag about across Novgorod.
Yes.
Woohoo! War, it is fun and glamorous, kids, don't do it. Holy war. Like, everyone says it's for the greater glory of insert god here to do something horrible and sculpty in their name. Possibly with a lot of people who do not have the greater glory of God in mind, but just enriching themselves. Not at all that would happen to any possible kings or emperors around here, oh no.
Well, to be fair, this holy war you're not doing for the purpose of enriching yourself.
It's true, I'm not doing it for the purpose of enriching myself, I am doing it for the purpose of stopping the other bugger enriching themselves at my expense. Look, you're not meant to join the defensive pact against me. Right, let's use 13 gold to improve economy. Let's do that. Come on. Right, well, at least I've cheered up Martra. Or someone, anyway. Right. have one like halfway decent commander with that lot, so let's see. Right. Right, let's take piety, I think. Being patient is better than being wrathful. Although it's quite possible that Cape Wrath in Scotland is not named after anger, but after wrath, the Icelandic word for left, which is you turn left at Cape Wrath to go one way or the other past. I think it's you turn left at Cape Wrath to go to York, or if you're coming from Iceland. Or conversely, if you're coming from Denmark, you turn left to go down the west coast of Scotland. That you'd think that Cape Wrath was named after the angry, scary sea in that area, but no. It's named because of sort of invading Norsemen sailing past and going, hello, we'd like our stuff back. Well, we'd like your stuff. Obviously, we're the ones going, hello, we'd like it back.
66%?
66% more score, so yes, my plan is to go in here, squish that lot, go in here, squish that lot.
Just keep
Marching round and round in circles, squashing anyone that tries to, like, besiege somewhere. And taking advantage of the fact that I've
well,
got...
there's an allied army visible on the left, very left.
Oh, yes.
They're not coming anywhere near you, and they're tiny.
And they're tiny, but they exist, you know, that's progress, I guess.
I mean, yes. I don't quite know why people bothered to join the war when...
Me neither. Gosh, I've imprisoned a lot of people. I assume quite a lot of them will be...
No, that's Despot Martra who's imprisoned that lot.
Whatever. You do you, Despot Martra. You strange little Martin, you. So that one at least had, like, some leader in it. High Chief Njuska. 71% war score. Woo.
Thing is, you've already got the Great as a title, which is what you might get for winning a holy war as defender.
It's true.
So you won a holy war as an attacker.
Yes. I still think the Sword of the Blessed Virgin, which, you know,
Yeah.
my dad got, was much, much better. That's definitely the best nickname I've had so far. I'm still extremely miffed that Cecilia didn't get the Great. But merely got the old. Okay. Oh dear, raiders have arrived. Well, I think that's somebody else's problem. So, where are you going? Excuse me, let's zoom in and see.
I think at this point you probably just hang around and wait for the next
Yeah,
wave of attacks to arrive.
I think so. What I might do is move into that county, because I think that's optimised for accessibility to all of those counties and those two counties.
I think the northern ones are not strictly a problem because they're
Well, every now and then people have gone to try and besiege them, and it will, you know, count as war stoked. Oh, we're waiting for that. Let's go and see. Oh, there's 651 people. Right. Well, the King of Middlesex can, King of England can sort that out. Right. Okay. Let's not move them to that county because of attrition. Fine.
The supply limit's too embarrassing.
The supply limit is indeed too embarrassing. And I can go and raise the entire.
Right. Hello.
I'm terribly sorry. Were
I'm
there
not even
people
going to
there?
wait until these guys are cheerful because there's 17,000 of them.
And you've got one commander. That's enough, right?
Oh, someone wants to help.
Hang on, let's just zoom in. Zoom in. Might as well actually send you in here, because I think that's part of the swirly lot. Where are you going? You're now going back to... Sorry. Fine. We're fine with going to sorry as well. Okay, off you go to Sussex.
Stop again.
Yeah. Sod it. Right, I'm going to send you lot over there.
Check what's going on in Novgorod.
Yeah.
There are plenty of interesting events that could be taking place over there that might want your attention. Like that one, for instance.
Like that one. Only like 3 people in Wessex. What are you playing at? So they're going back to the Solent. You're going off to Oxford. Right, you can go off to Oxford.
They've decided not to go back to Solent and then go back to Solent. They're now movement blocks where, yes, that's the Roman army is now movement blocks where they're going.
Unfortunately, I'm movement locked to Essex.
Offer.
Accept. Ooh, excellent. We can go toward the Holy Roman Empire in a bit. Probably. Maybe not tonight. Maybe that's something to save for tomorrow. Right, let's pause, go to Essex. Right, okay. Colchester. Battle of is going okay. So there's the Battle of that tribe. Brilliant. I will go and look what's happening over there in a minute. Actually, I should go and do it now, because they're probably seem to be sorting themselves out. Victory in Colchester.
So you can disband that.
I think I can indeed disband that. Nice knowing you guys. Right, somewhere over here is Novgorod.
Well,
You're
we'll
there
move south
suffering
again.
attrition, so let's go back to Torzhok.
88% war score.
Yeah, we're on 88% more score for a little while.
Another offer. Oh, right. Oh, there's another army, tiny little army
So
in
there's
Novgorod.
oh, there's actual substantial armies are now turning up. Where are you going? Take a few which is over there. Well, whatever. Let's go over here and wait until, you know, spring. Right, we're at 90% war score. Let's see if we can. Okay. We might manage
you
to.
can nip back over there and give them a quick thrashing. That will get you a few more points.
Yep. Look, you're going to have about 3, maybe 4,000 people in there. I'm about to take 7,000 in there. appropriate, which is not that good.
It would be a way to satisfy your desire for a daughter.
It's true, it might be a way to satisfy my desire for a daughter, because my wife is probably now like 500 years old, so... Soon. Can you... Let's do it. Hello.
An offer of marriage.
Oh, an offer of marriage. Okay. Maybe an offer of mustelids. That I said I think there might be an offer of mustelids. No, it's okay. I can arrange my own mustelids. Thank you. I mean, lots of good experience for my battle commanders. I mean, you know, I've never become a flat terrain expert, even though I'm getting slightly old and am wounded and scarred. That's taking us up to 97% war score. I've besieged. I've summoned something else. Nicely. It's summer, so we can sit in this county perfectly well. Let's maybe go and discourage that lot. Since
I think there's someone heading into to the western end of Norfolk now, actually.
yes. Well, let's do that. Temporarily, at least. 98% more score. Not get going over there. Let's see. Come on, I've got 98% war score. Just give in already. Apparently, whatever this gulf is, it's very difficult to cross. The Volkov and the Temen Sea? Numen Sea? Because that's the sound of an atlas going thump on the floor. 99% war score. Still won't give up. Honestly. Oh, thank you for saying that somewhere is under siege. I knew that. What I'm trying to do is find enough army to kick to make everyone go away. Ooh, 100% more score. Right, release the peace otter. Right. The Great Holy War fails. Astor Ava, it seems, does not favour the pagan faithful. After a string of defeats and setbacks, Tietala Turlid has called off the Great Holy War for Novgorod against Basileus Beort, winner of England. Pathetic. Right, now we can dismiss all our troops. Now we can zoom out. Now, we're not in a truce with the Holy Roman Empire at the moment. What? I'm getting quite old. I'm 51. I've got 44,000 troops even after quite a large war.
It was quite a large war that you didn't have to use many troops in.
And this is true.
You only had like a couple of armies raised.
Kaiser Dietrich is not in a pact against me, and I do have a thing. So let's
claims do you have at the moment?
Yes, that's what I'm going to see. And he's got like just over half my troops. So
It may be worth deliberately hunting out claimants.
Oh, yes.
of interesting sub-realms, because
yes.
this doesn't turn up anything interesting.
This is currently looking extremely uninteresting. Right, so Holy Roman Empire, control click.
Well, I'd be inclined to go after Steiermark or Bohemia if you can.
Where's Stone? Oh yeah,
The south,
Bohemia.
it's slightly more coherent, contiguous with yours.
It's true. Bohemia is almost contiguous with mine.
Well, it is technically adjacent to one of your counties.
Yeah. You're terribly a woman. So you hang on. Let's just go and check who Bohemia was ruled by. You're a king of Bohemia, so you don't have any current obvious stripy bits. So claimants need to have a strong claim at the moment. So he had a weak claim on Bohemia. He has a weak claim on Bohemia. Also a weak claim on Bohemia. Right. So Steiermark. He's currently a duchy. Claimants, you say? Norbert has a weak claim. Weak claim. Right, well. Swabia is, of course, notionally a kingdom. And he has a weak claim on
So I think I'd be inclined now just to go over all of the shields within the Holy Roman Empire and see if any of them have female holders.
It's true.
Child holders.
So Prince Wealth, Mason. That's one county.
Well, that's presumably Munster, which is looks like it's two counties.
It's true. It's Munster. So Munster is currently our only
Part
candidate.
of your territory.
One land. France. So Munster, I could find a claimant to Munster, which at least is nicely contiguous with some of my stuff.
It joins two bits of your territory together.
Pretty much, yes. So, are there any
It's still
claimants
fairly tiny.
for?
You ideally want someone with children.
Ideally, I'd want
Not
some.
many places that have children.
He's got a sprog. What about you? You are unsprogged. And you've got the same claims, right? Well, let's invite you to court. I don't have any levies raised. Okay. He's a little bit hopeless, but that's fine. Tough soldier, slow, kind, gluttonous, just, chaste, craven. Right, well, that's probably right.
Sounds like a nice person to have as a vassal.
Let's grant you a landed title. Viz. Well, let's give you Barony of Lowestoft. Right. Yeah, let's find our good friend Kaiser Dietrich.
I would suggest that now is not the time to actually start a war against the...
It's true. Let's save for the night. Let's try and save on this thing.
12.
It is 12-12. 12-12, and we should go to war against the Holy Roman Empire tomorrow. Well, later today. Where's the stream box?